Welcome to the Kindred Journey Podcast, the podcast where women share their experiences of stepping into courage when comfort is no longer an option. This is the podcast for connecting in community with women who have been shaped by the liberating to challenging seasons that life endures. I am your host, Lesley. I am a wife, mother, daughter, sister, and friend. I too have experienced these seasons in life, and I want you to know that you are surrounded by a community of courageous, real women here for you. I can't wait to connect, so grab your favorite beverage and join me on this kindred journey. Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come on here and do a little solo episode and just kind of talk about what season everybody is in. I am currently in a season of sleepless nights, 2 under 2, my toddler being a very active toddler, and meant to get an episode out last week, and we ended up in the ER with my toddler. He is okay. He had pneumonia, come to find out. So I am currently recording this while my 2 littles are napping, and I'm just going to record until I can no longer record anymore because when duty calls as a mom, that is first right now in this season of my life. It's funny because I do talk about seasons of courage and seasons and how they change, and my husband loves that I use the word seasons. Apparently I overuse the word or it's one of those buzzwords right now. So, anyways, but yeah, I currently, am 6 weeks postpartum, and I feel like we're doing well, but like on one of my podcast episodes that I have recently launched, I talked to Cecilia Manila we talked about grief and how there's different seasons in grief as well as postpartum. I feel like the first month of her husband passed away. It was a horrible story, but love and grief are 2 sides of every coin, and how she beautifully expressed that and articulated that. I also feel like the postpartum period is kind of similar, where everybody wants to show up the first month, see the baby, bring you food. And then after that first month, it seems that things kind of just either the reality sets in a little bit more, or, everybody has their own life and doing their own thing. But yeah, the support is amazing first off, but you still need that nap. You still need that shower, right? Even after the baby's a month old. But we're doing well. I think we have a wonderful support system in place and a wonderful community here supporting us and our family of 4. So I think we're super blessed in that aspect. But it's still a hard season, especially with those sleepless nights. Again, you feel like it's kind of like when you're learning how to ride a bike and the training wheels come off. It's like, oh, what do we do? But anyways, I'm super excited because I'm also in a very busy season of launching a few new things for you guys. I am hosting a virtual Mom's Day Out retreat this Friday. That will be Friday, April 26th. It is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it is virtual. So I am super excited to offer this, and I'm having a few of my wonderful friends and co-hosts come on. And Chelsea Barbine, she is a podcast host of Cultivate with Chelsea podcast, and she's also a postpartum coach. She's going to come on and do a meditation, and I am super excited for this because I have joined a couple of her meditations, and how she leads them is such a wonderful experience. And then we'll take time to journal after the meditation. And so I'm super excited to see where she leads us. And the theme of the retreat is for moms. It's mom's turn to receive. So we want the moms to receive since they give and give and give. It's getting ready for, I know Mother's Day is in a couple weeks. So I just wanted to come on and do this virtual retreat to broadcast for all mamas out there that are in person or not, and We also want to talk about self-care. So my friend Brooke Cunninger is going to come on and do a self-care. And there is my cue. The baby is waking up, so I'm going to have to hop off here. We're going to have time for some breakout groups, and we're going to also connecting community with other mamas. It's going to be a great event, and I'm looking forward to it. Again, I'm in the stages of early postpartum, about 6 weeks, and sometimes it can feel a little isolating, or not being able to get out of the house some days until 11 or noon, or not at all. So I'm looking forward to this event to be able to connect with other mamas in community virtually. And right now, I am actually offering this to the podcast listeners. The pricing did go up on the 22nd. So this podcast is launching on the 24th. But I wanted to share with the podcast listeners a discount that if you go to sign up for this virtual retreat here in 2 days, that you will have the price of $49 honored, which is the discount early bird price that expired a couple days ago. So if you go to fill out the link, you can go to the Kindred Journey Instagram page, and there is a link in the bio, and that's how you can go and fill out the form. And if you say, how did you hear about this? If you hit podcast, that's how I know, and will honor the $49 price versus the $97 value of this virtual retreat. Again, want to be honor my loyal listeners and say thank you and honor that discount through to for a couple days from now. And if you can't find the link or don't know where the landing page is, feel free to email me. Lesley at thekindredjourney.com is my email, and I'd be more than happy to email it to you. I will also include all of this information in the show notes, so you can go and look for it there as well. So come join us on Friday. It's going to be a great group of mamas and women, and like I said, connecting in community. We're going to do some self-care and some meditation, and we're going to feel restored, able to kind of conquer the rest of the day moving forward. So again, kind of a few seasons that I'm in, and then I did have a C-section, so I am a doer by nature, and finding myself honoring myself and how I needed to physically rest and restore my body in recovering from a C-section, but also keeping my mind active and keeping my doer mentality, to honor that within my abilities of my physical boundaries. I was very busy in bed, as far as like taking on content and watching videos or listening to podcasts. And this is how this idea of this virtual Mom's Day retreat came about. And also, I am happy to announce that I am hosting a in-person Mom's Day retreat on Saturday, May 11th. So if anybody is in the Boise, Idaho proximity, I am offering this in-person retreat on that Saturday of Mother's Day. It's along the same lines of the virtual retreat, just in person and a little bit longer and a little bit more content and depth, actually a lot more content and depth. So we're gonna feel rested, restored, and we're gonna receive. And that's the key that goes through and through to both of these virtual and in-person retreats is it's mom's turn to receive. I know as moms, I think my mom says every day is Mother's Day. And I think that as mothers, we are always giving and constantly putting others' needs in front of our own. And, oh, did the kids get their lunches packed? Did my husband get out the door with whatever he needed? And so we're always just constantly thinking of doctor's appointments and, oh, I need to get new shoes for my kid. And, oh, he's grown out of that size outfit, so I need to get new clothes. Just we're constantly going in that mind space of, okay, are they good? Are they good? I feel like we're just kind of the lifeguard, throwing you the buoy or throwing you the safety vessel. It's like, okay, is everybody good? So this is mom's turn to receive. And that's what I really wanted to hone in on, especially being in postpartum. It is a receiving time of others to care for you and give to you and the baby. And so I'm just honoring and creating spaces to hold for other moms to do the same. And I'm super excited. We're going to have some local wines for some mamas, and we're going to have some local appetizers and lunch included in this retreat. We're also going to have some guest speakers, amazing guest speakers who actually have catered their businesses towards and around moms and women and families and community here in the Treasure Valley. We're going to have Megan Doyle. She's a massage therapist, and she does a lot of prenatal and postnatal work for moms. She actually, I did do a prenatal massage leading up to my birth with my second son from her, and she actually came and did a belly bind for me after my son was born, and that was such a night and day difference to have that support. And she's an amazing woman, full of so much knowledge and community and resources. She's so wonderful. I'm so excited to have her on this panel of speakers. Jen Anaker, she's a chiropractor here in the Treasure Valley, and she does a lot of work with men and women both, but also with families and children, and she does a great job as well. Kim Cross is also a local Treasure Valley parenting coach, and I've heard her speak before at an event, and I'm so excited to have her on the panel because she's so full of wisdom. I remember hearing her speak at an event, and my first son was not even 1 yet, and she was saying, the first year of motherhood, you're just supposed to love and nurture that baby. And that's where I was in that season. And then other moms that were there had some toddlers and older kids in mixed age, and she was giving some examples to those moms in those seasons of life. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I had. Like, it was a little intimidating. So, but now here we are in the toddler phase, and now I'm recalling quite clearly what she was coaching and sharing with other moms of kids with toddlers, because I'm in it now. And I even talked to her the other day. I said, I'm keeping you on speed dial because we have one that is almost 2, and he is very much 2, and we need some skills and some help. Morgan McDermott, she's a naturopath, and she is also a newer mama. I think this is her 4th baby that she just had, maybe her 3rd. And she's also a wonderful resource as well for moms and just postpartum as well. And so I'm super excited for her to come on and just have her on the panel and share her wealth of knowledge. And again, this is a panel of women for mamas that are going to help support. I'm encouraging everybody to bring Q&A to this event. We're going to have a panel of discussion and then open it up for Q&A afterwards. So the floor is yours, moms, after the panelist of discussions is finished. And then we're going to end the day with a yoga class by Jillian Woods. And Jillian actually focuses on prenatal and postnatal moms. But it's going to be an open yoga class for all moms. It's not going to be anything curtailed specifically to prenatal or postnatal. It's more going to be along the lines of receiving and to feel restored through a revitalizing yoga practice. So Jillian is also a well-known yoga instructor here in the Treasure Valley and an absolute sweetheart. So we're going to have time for kind of a social hour, happy hour, whatever you want to call it. We'll have wine, we'll have some lemonade, some infused water, so beverage of choice. And again, you'll be well nourished. You don't have to worry about making a meal, doing the dishes. That'll all be covered. You get to sit and listen to these wonderful women speak, and then also receive a nice restorative, revitalizing yoga practice as well to finish the day. So I hope everybody that comes to this event does truly feel rested, restored, and able to receive all of that at full capacity. So again, you can fill your cup and then go home and enjoy Mother's Day as well the following day, and hopefully get more pampered by your kids and your husband, and truly feel restored. And so if your cup is filled, then you can go and give, as mamas do so well, 365 days a year to the ones that you love the most. So that is my reasoning and my purpose for holding this space for local mamas, for virtual mamas. I just wanted to come on here and share. Another thing, I'm offering the virtual discount and honoring that lower early bird price. With that being said, if you listen to this podcast and you are interested in close proximity to the Treasure Valley and you want to come to the in-person retreat, I'm actually going to offer an even better discount for the in-person retreat only on this podcast. So this is the only place I'm going to share this. I'm not going to share it on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere else, newsletter, anything. So if you type in the word receive on the link when you go to register, it's also on Instagram, the Instagram profile as well for the Kindred Journey podcast. I will include the landing site in the show notes as well, so you'll have it here. If you put the word receive and where did you hear about this course, I will honor. And even the early bird pricing right now for this retreat is $199. It goes up next week on April 30th. If you type in the word receive, I will even give you a bigger discount for this course or for this retreat for $150 instead of the early bird pricing of $199. So I'm super excited about this event. I'm super passionate about it. I want it to be affordable for all mamas and not feel, the mom guilt or should I do this? Should I invest in myself? Yes, you're worth it 100% at the end of the day. You're kind of the one that makes the clock go around and makes everybody in your home's world go around. We're the foundation of our families. So yes, you're 100% worth it. And how much I got a massage yesterday and how much better I felt after taking that time for myself and coming back home and being a mom to the two boys that I have and a wife to my husband. So it's just, sometimes we feel guilty for that, but it's like, why on the back end do we have to do this stuff? Why can't we be proactive and invest in ourselves and take care of ourselves? So in turn, we don't have to get to a point of depletion or resentment or exhaustion or whatever. It's to be more on the proactive, the front end of these types of cares that we need for ourselves. So anyways, I just wanted to come on and share both of those. Like I said, I will include all of this information in the show notes. I just wanted to give an exclusive discount to my podcast community. I'm sure it's not that big, but I'm just super happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy doing this podcast. I'm happy connecting women in community, especially, this is focused on mothers, this event. I'd love to get feedback from these events and see what the next event leads or what topic we're going to talk about. If it's, single women or, whatever, or just all women, we can, I love the feedback and want to see where this can go. So I'm super excited about these two events coming up, even though I am in the early stages of my postpartum journey. I'm also honoring the creative space that my mind was kind of going. Like I said, I was sitting in bed or laying in bed healing and recovering from a C-section. And I was like, this would be fun. And Mother's Day coming up. And so that's kind of how these two events evolved, was just honoring my physical space of not being able to physically go do something, but also keeping my mind going, keeping my mind be creative. I wasn't binging Netflix. I was binging podcasts and content and ideas on how to make these things flourish and come to fruition. So again, that's the season I'm in. I'm in the season of motherhood. I'm in the season of the early trenches of motherhood, so they say, but I'm loving every second of it. I'm so happy that I have my two boys and what God's given me. It's been such a blessing. And also in a season of creativity, I'm just kind of letting this go. I'm letting it ride by the seat of my pants kind of thing, and seeing where these events can lead and what wonderful mamas I can connect with. and meet over the course of these 2 events. So hop on and join me if you're a mama and you want to connect in community with other mamas, and it's your turn to receive and you feel like you need that cup filled. Please don't hesitate to sign up for whatever event that you feel called to do so. If you're not in Idaho or in this rough proximity, or if you are in person and you want to come listen or come into this event and be seen and be restored and again receive at the utmost capacity that you can. I think you're going to benefit tremendously from this event. So thank you again. Thank you for being patient and flexible with me as I ebb and flow in this season. Let's see how many times I can say that word on an episode. This season of motherhood and not getting a call out a podcast episode out last week. Again, we had a little bit of an ER visit, 2 ER visits, but all is well, and we're healing and home and happy. So, again, I will also be putting out another episode, a regular episode following this. So, let me know what season you are in currently. I'd love to hear from you. And feel free to email me or send me a direct message on Instagram or connect with me on Facebook. I would love to hear about what season you're in and what challenges and what peaks and valleys you are currently experiencing in this season. So I hope everybody has a blessed week, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me and listening to the Kindred Journey Podcast. If this episode resonated with you, please consider taking the time to rate and review the podcast and share this episode with family and friends who you think might enjoy it. Your positive feedback helps me reach more courageous women like you. This is my passion project, so without you, I wouldn't be here doing this, and I deeply appreciate your support. Until next time.